Alrighty, we are live. Alright, we're live. Welcome everybody to another video, my second video of the day on your 2 for Monday. This time here on the Killer Demons channel, Killer Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Gilmore, but you should have known that by now. If you don't, now you do. But thank you all for watching on video number 2 of the day, right here on this rainy late Monday night, March the 13th, 2023, or if you're now watching from somewhere else on the replay, or you're going to be watching on the replay, March the 14th, 2023. Thank you all for watching here on the Killer Demons channel. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in my pants, known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels, which are, like I said, down there. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell and treat it like it's your biatch. Or like the United States against Canada in the World Baseball Classic tonight. Or Puerto Rico beating up on whatever they played. But in any case, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you. Too bad. If you miss it, you're probably watching Granny Born. I don't know. Or playing with yourself, with your small cock. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, voice is still kind of going, but I'm feeling much better, which is great, which is a good sign. So I'm starting to get my strength back, starting to get my energy back. So not near 100% just yet, but I'm getting better. Mrs. is not getting better. She's a mess right now. Rough day and night for her. So thoughts and prayers to her and everything. But in any case, it is what it is. Food poisoning sucks. But but in any case, we may do what we have to do. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and that's pretty much it. All right. So hope everybody had a great Monday and a great weekend, and if not, well. But if you're in the Northeast, bat down the hatches, because tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be rough. We're getting some parts of the Northeast are getting a monster nor'easter. Thankfully, not here in New York. But I mean, if you're upstate New York, you're getting about a foot of snow right now. We're going to get it tomorrow, and then other parts of the Northeast, New England, gonna get some snow and rain. But over here, probably not much. They're saying about an inch, maybe 2. But it'll all be gone by the weekend, because it's gonna be 55 to 60 by the weekend, and then drop by next week. So it's the final week of winter and the final weekend of winter. Spring begins next Monday. So. So yes, winter's going out with a good old-fashioned Gilmore-like bang for some of you. But for all the parts of the country, it's still around. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right, so thank you all for watching. I already said that already. It's late, I'm sorry. But in any case, check out my first video of the day on my Peter Gilmore channel. I talked about Bray Wyatt possibly walking out of WWE. Though now the update was he has a physical injury, an illness. It's an injury. He's injured and might not make it for his match against Bobby Lashley for WrestleMania. So that kind of sucks. So see what happens with that situation. Did talk about CM Punk possibly going back home to Ring of Honor. There's rumors, nothing concrete, but we'll see. And then I talked a little bit about football with Aaron Rodgers possibly going to the Jets. Not official yet, but it's a good chance. But they're saying some people saying it's done, some people not done. We don't know yet, so take it with a grain of salt. But Aaron Rodgers possibly being traded to the Jets. Sam Darnold going to the Niners. Ugh. Jimmy Garoppolo possibly going to the Raiders. And also the Niners picked up a defensive tackle from the Eagles. That mighty defense they had last year. And they still choked. But in any case, the Niners got more defense. They got Gibson. They re-signed for a year. They got this guy on the Eagles they just signed. So doing some good shit with all that. So free agency for football is beginning, which is great. And then later this week, we got the NCAA tournament beginning. That's why Rampage is on at 11:30 on Friday night. Ugh. And speaking of Rampage, I went on my good friend Tony Baloney's Instagram, and the Rampage before Double or Nothing, which is supposed to be on May the 26th, is now going to be televised on May the 27th at 10 p.m. or after the conference finals for the NBA on TNT. So it's either going to be 10 or possibly 11, maybe 12:30 at night. Who knows? So that sucks. So that Rampage rating ain't going to be good because that whole day is going to be interesting with King of the Ring from Saudi Arabia. And then you got the NBA conference finals that night, or that day or that night. And then you got Rampage at like 10, 11, 12:30 at night. I don't know who knows and who's going to watch it. I don't know. But it's going to be from Vegas at the MGM Grand Arena. And it's going to be taped on the 24th right after Dynamite. So that's going to be it should be a live show, but it's not. Because they can't, you can't do it the day before. Well, you could, but that's the drawback of having Rampage on TNT. It's the same thing with baseball on TBS when the baseball playoffs start in October. So, Dynamite's going to be preempted a couple times. And, same thing with hockey with the playoffs coming up. But it's just a mess, with Tony Khan and with Warner Discovery and TNT and TBS. It's just a mess. I wish they weren't on. I like them being on TBS and TNT, but I wish they were on something that is not affiliated with sports. But, you got to put them somewhere. But it is what it is. Well, that's all that. Also, there was a story about Stacy Keibler possibly going to the Hall of Fame. We will talk about the Hall of Fame in a little bit. But so we had a lot of news today. So hope you all checked it out, and I hope you check out the video down below in the description box. So give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. And that's all that good shit. All right, I'm gonna try to get this done pretty quickly because I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired, and I have to do some things tomorrow. I gotta work, and I gotta get ready for this goddamn nor'easter. Hopefully, with the wind, and hopefully I don't lose my heat, but because I have a drafty house. But it is what it is. I may do. If I lose heat, I may do. I just have to pay the goddamn plumber to come back. But it's a pain in the ass. But it is what it is. My boiler is like ancient, like this house. It's ancient. It's like a fossil. But it is what it is. I still pay my own bills. But I digress. All right, so let's get to your Monday night review for tonight. If you were in the West Coast tonight, and on the East Coast, it was like about an hour and a half ago. For March the 13th, 2023, from the Amica Mutual Pavilion, otherwise known as the Dunkin' Donuts Center in that shithole in Providence, Rhode Island. And our commentary team, as always, Kevin Patrick Milev and Corey Slave. All right, we are 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Just a little under 3 weeks, but it's about a little over 2.5 weeks till WrestleMania 39, night 1. And still on the road to WrestleMania. Still got a lot of matches. We had a new match being made tonight, and I'll get to that in a second. More of the matches that are already been announced are getting formalized and storyline progression. Some some good stuff with Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline and our good friend, the Tribal Chief. But we'll get to that as well. We had a lot of good stuff. The main event was Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa in a street fight. We also had Bianca Belair and Chelsea Green. See what happens with our good friend Kana, who otherwise known as Asuka, my first wife, of course. And much more. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. And the chat room's open if you want to chat. But if you're subscribed for a week or more, you can. If you're not subscribed, well, fuck you. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's get into it. So we start off Monday Night Raw. Pyro goes off. We're all ready to go. We are live from the shithole in Providence, Rhode Island. So we start off with, "Hey kids, it's Edge. You think you know me? It's time for a 5-second pose down." Anyway, so Edge comes out to a mediocre pop and gets in the ring. The fans are loving him. They're singing his epic theme song, Metalingus, by that great band, Alter Bridge. Anyway, so he gets on the mic. He says, he loves the reaction from the crowd, but he wants to get straight to the point. I would say a little less talking, a lot more action, like my ex-girlfriend used to say. But Edge just wants to get to the point. He wants Finn Balor out right now. So, on cue, the Judgment Day come out in full. Fiend Balor, Papa Priest, Damian Priest, Mommy Rhea Ripley, and our good friend ex-con Dominic Galeno. I say, Dominic Galeno, look at my son, look at my mullet. He has the same haircut as me back in the day. I say, pero that mullet is legendary. Dominic has that mullet that Eddie had back in like 1996, 98-ish. Perfect. And he's got some good, you know what I mean? Not like Gray, but I digress. Anyway, so they come out. Edge says that, says your request for a match at WrestleMania is on. So Balor's like, okay, good. I'll see you there. But, well, before we get to that, anyway, with that out of the way, Edge recaps their feud. Says it's been going on for like 6 to 9 months. I forget how long it was, but going on for a very long time. And I don't have time to deal with all your little minions anymore. He says, so they kind of go back and forth, and then Edge is like, this ends at WrestleMania. And he says, me, Finn, you, me, inside hell in a cell. Told you it was happening. So Balor says, well, hell couldn't handle my demons. So you're on for WrestleMania. So the match is now official for WrestleMania. I would put that on. I don't even know what night I would put that on if I was booking it. I'd probably put that on night 2, somewhere in the middle of the card. Because it's when they do the stage inside SoFi Stadium, they're gonna have the Hell in a Cell probably built already. Because I'm not gonna build it the night before. I mean, like the day of. Well, they could, but I think it'd take too long because they got all the entire set to get around, and it's just a mess. So they're probably gonna build the Hell in a Cell like right above the ring, and then the set is all like that. So I would probably do that night 2, probably maybe the middle of the card, so they can get the match done, bring up the cell, clean up the mess, whatever mess there is, and get to the rest of the show. Night 2 is going to be Roman and Cody ending the show. We don't know what night 1 is going to be yet, but so so we'll see what happens with all that. So I got to keep it quiet now because the missus is sleeping. But it is what it is. She's not feeling well, so I got to keep it quiet. So I apologize for raising my voice. But anyway, so like I said, I would probably put that match on probably night 2. Anyway, all right, so we make that official. So then the Judgment Day goes to the ring for a 3-on-1 beatdown, and then 3/3 of the way come out. Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano, and Candice LeRae. They make the save. And guess what? We get a Teddy Long special player. After this match, we get a tag team match with Johnny Gargano and Dexter teaming up against Papa Priest and Dom. So, okay. So it is what it is, but it's a pretty good segment to open the show. So we finally get the answer to Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania for the first time, I think, since WrestleMania 20. Oh, shit. No, not WrestleMania. Oh, shit. WrestleMania 29, I believe, because last time I think we seen Hell in a Cell was at 29 with Undertaker and Triple H and Shawn Michaels, of course. I was in there. I think that's the last time. I might be wrong. I think it. Yeah, I am right. 29. I could be. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it is what it is. All right, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. Sorry, my voice is going, so if I pause in between, you know why. Back to drinking my Pepsi for a little bit because I want to clear my throat. I'm going to go back to my water probably after this. All right, so we get our first match tonight. Dominic and Damien taking on Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. You know, we have Edge and Finn Balor left the ringside area. So Mommy Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae are still at ringside. So we begin in progress. Gargano kicks Dom in the head. Damian Priest then comes in. Dexter comes in, gets taken into the corner from some shots to face. A front face lock of everything gets Dexter in trouble. I think it's the first time we've seen Dexter in a little bit more trouble than he used to be in. But anyway, so Gargano comes back in, gets dropped face first on the top turnbuckle. Ow. And then Gargano comes back, sends Dom to the outside for a big flippy dibbity doo. As we go to break, we come back. Damien hits the broken arrow for a near fall on Johnny, and then slaps on the 1905 chin lock. Dom comes back in, goes for the 619, and missed, which allowed Gargano to nail the gotcha slingshot spear. And then we get the hot tag to Dexter, comes in like a house of fire with a spine buster and a leg drop for a near fall on Damien. Dominic rolls Dexter up with the feet on the ropes, but Candice makes the save, knocking the legs off, even though the referee almost saw it. But anyway. So then Rhea Ripley goes to Candice, and Candice like knocks her into the steps, like gut first, but Rhea picks up Candice and drops her like face first right on the barricade. Ow. Knocks her real done with her. And I'm thinking to myself, why is Candice out there? Isn't she injured? Does she have a shoulder problem? Why are you out there? You want to get injured again? Dummy. Anyway, so Gargano then dives onto Damien. We go back in the ring. Dexter tries to hit lock in the silencer on Dom, but gets caught with the South of Heaven choke slam. Well, actually the kick, then the South of Heaven choke slam by Damien. 1, 2, 3. Judgment Day once again win on Monday Night Raw, where they only lost I think once, and that was to the Usos for the tag team belts. So just about a 14-minute match, and Judgment Day gets the win, and I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. We move on. All right, then we go to a video from earlier in the day where we had Kathy Kelly, and boy, did she had a rough night. And I don't mean like that, but Kathy Kelly was doing interviews with a whole bunch of people and getting interrupted by things. Not a good night to be you. Anyway, so she's there, and we see The Miz arriving to the building, and Kathy's trying to ask him about WrestleMania and stuff, and Chad Gable comes in. He's looking for Otis, and he's looking for him all night, and I guess I don't want to even get to that part yet, but I will. So Gable comes in and says, "Hey, have you seen Otis or Otis?" And Miz is like, "No," and then Kathy Kelly asked him if he had an idea of having a co-host for WrestleMania, and he laughs that off. And then we cut to Damage Control. Bailey, give me a hug. Dakota Kai and my third wife, Io, beating the living fuck out of Trish Stratus. I didn't think that Trish would get physical yet until maybe WrestleMania with that supposedly six-woman tag team match. But man, she took some fucking vicious beating. Oof. And now she's up. It's okay. But in any case, yeah, so Damage Control beat the fuck out of Trish Stratus. And that really pissed off Trish Stratus and Becky and Lita. We'll get to that later. So I gave that whole segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the ring. Worst segment of the night. MVP and the big black diesel Omos. They come out and get right to the point. They call out Brock Lesnar, who comes out right away, looking fabulous. So Beastie comes in, and freaking Omos is like this tall. Like he's like Brock right here. Whew. So they have an epic stare down, and then Omos puts his fist right in freaking Brock's face, and then he opens his hand. And he's like, "Oh, shake my hand, I'm Omos." And Brock shakes his hand, and then Omos doesn't want to let go. And then Lesnar tries to suplex Omos. That ain't gonna work. And then Omos grabs him by the face with a claw. And tries to shove Brock over the rope and failed. He botched once, and then he messed up once, and then he finally did the second time. Brock goes over the ropes, and then he's like, okay. I'm like, go back in and kick his ass. What are you doing? And he just backs away, and then you see Jamie Noble and all the other schmucks come out. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of this segment? Why is this match happening? This is what I think of this match. This match should not be happening, and Brock picked Omos to do this match. Why? I mean, Brock, are you woohoo? I mean, you didn't want to face Bray, I understand that, but you could have picked somebody better than Omos. I would have been happy with Brock versus Solo Sikoa. But this segment blew giant monkey turds. 0. Dud. Garbage. Like the New York Yankees, garbage. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. Didn't give 2 craps. And if you're going to WrestleMania, for the love of God, hijack this match. Boo the living crap out of both of them. I mean, don't boo Lesnar, just boo the crap out of Omos. Omos needs to get fucking fired. He's garbage. If they're going to do another Hurt Business 2.0, get him out. Get him out. Should be Bobby Lashley, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, and Cedric Alexander. Don't care about... Shelton and MVP. So you have a 6-man group, but really should be 5. So... But Omos needs to get out of WWE. He needs to get out of wrestling because he's like the black version of Giant Gonzalez. And really, the black version of the Great Khali. Garbage. How do you botch sending a guy over the fucking top rope? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? That match is going to suck. I hope you all go to the bathroom during that match. And don't come back. Wait about 5 minutes. If it's still on, go back to the bathroom. Wait till it's over, then come back. Don't even stay in the fucking seats watching this garbage. I hope Brock wins. I know when he finally hits the F5 on on Omos, that place is gonna explode. But probably like half of the people will be there to see it, because everybody else will be at the concession stand or in the bathroom. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so we get a recap of the Usos. A reunion of the Usos with Jimmy coming back. The Lord. Last week beating the fuck out of Sami Zayn. And then with Cody Rhodes making the save, and then Cody joining Sami to beat the Usos up on SmackDown. So we got that. So then we get to our next match. Cody Rhodes called out LA Knight early in the day. So now we get to this match. And man, like, they get in the ring and they're like, "You motherfucker called me out. What the fuck?" I was like, damn, they have legit heat? The fuck? Anyway, so yeah, Cody Rhodes versus Eli Drake. By the way, adrenaline in my soul. Cody Rhodes still feels Roman Reigns. He's still a hole. Not that guy. Anyway, really, Eli did nothing in this match. This felt like a squash match. 9.5 minute squash match. I mean, Eli did a couple of things. He had a superplex on Cody as they go on outside. Cody sends Eli into the steps. They go back in. Eli superplexes him down. We go to break. We come back. Eli gets a near fall off a DDT. He gets caught with a disaster kick for a near fall, and then Cody hits the jump up Gilmore cutter. Or as he calls it, the Cody cutter, but it's not as great as the Gilmore cutter. Sorry, Cody. I told you that before. I told you it in person too, by the way. So you need to stop that. Stop stealing my move. I know other people steal my move, but you know, if I freaking trademarked that, I should have. I would be making millions by now. But I digress. But anyway, so Cody hits the Cody cutter into Crossroads 1, 2, 3. Beats Eli Drake in like over 9.5 minutes. Blah 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 blah. So he wrestles for 9.5 minutes, and I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then he goes on like a 10-15 minute rant. Very, I think this is probably one of his best promos since he came back. Very passionate promo. Says he's been told to stay out of the Bloodline business. Well, I don't work for the Bloodline. I'm going to do whatever I want because I'm Cody Rhodes. Talks about wearing a suit because he wants to be someone, and the Bloodline needs to acknowledge him. Oh, that ain't going to happen. He grew up thinking he was a prince in this business, but he has no crown or even a master sword. Nice Zelda reference. Well, a bunch of other games that has master swords in it. But I digress. He says, on April 2nd, when the sun goes down on Hollywood, it is going down on Roman Reigns' reign as Roman Reigns' run championship reign as well. Those who have followed him until the end will see him crowned the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And sadly, Cody, that is not going to happen. But it might not. Who knows? You know, it's all up to creative what the finish might be. It might come down to like when the match is actually starting, what the finish will be to this match. Because the fans want Roman to go 1,000 days. I do. I want him to go 1,100 days, lose it at Money in the Bank, or maybe by SummerSlam. That's what I think should happen. But others want Cody to win. But I mean, if I was I said this in Easter's chat tonight. I said Roman should lose at SummerSlam to Cody when Cody wins the Money in the Bank. Cody should, lose like a shit kind of thing. And maybe I don't think Roman's not going to be at Backlash. So I don't think that match is going to happen. So it's not going to happen at King of the Ring. So I think they're going to go all the way to SummerSlam. Well, actually, Money in the Bank. So maybe Roman defends it there and he wins against some schmuck. And then Cody wins Money in the Bank, and then somebody beats up Roman at the end of the night or something like that, and then Cody comes in. That's how you get Roman off with the belts on day 1,000 and change. But I really don't think it's going to end at like 9:45, 9:50. You shouldn't. But it's up to WWE Creative, and they're in a pickle right now. And it's not a dill pickle either. It's a smelly one, like my butt. But I digress. Anyway, so nice passionate promo from Cody, and that's all I got to say about that. Let me move on. So I didn't give that any rating, so. All right, then we got a recap of Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Made official last week after Logan Paul knocked Seth Rollins the fuck out. So we go to Kathy Kelly in the back with Seth. So he talks. Say again? I will when I finish. I'm almost done. I'm getting there. Anyway, I gotta do chores. But anyway, so Seth talks about Logan Paul knocking him out last week, but not being able to keep him down. And then The Miz comes in, calls Rollins jealous of Logan, who's going to be hosting Impulsive next week. A stupid garbage TV show. Or whatever it is, a talk show, whatever it is. Anyway, and then another jerk, Baron Corbin comes in and asks about being the guest host of WrestleMania with The Miz. And Miz is like, right, fuck you. Get out of here. So instead, Corbin offers Rollins boxing lessons. You never wanted to fight in your life, Corbin. Shut the fuck up. So not my fault you got dumped by Maria Brink. Not my fault. Because you were a loser. But I digress. Anyway, so Seth laughs that off. So we get a match with Seth Rollins and Corbin coming up. Garbage. So I gave this segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. Alright, then we get to our next match. Bronson Reed, or Jonah, takes on Elias for like the third, fourth week in a row this match is happening. I mean, doesn't Elias get it that he can't beat this guy? But Elias comes out with Rick Boogs, who has he's like taking notes. So basically, Elias just got destroyed again in 2 fucking minutes. So if you want to go to the bathroom, you could go to the bathroom, come back, match is over. So yeah, Bronson wins again with a tsunami. Just destroyed him, and Rick Boogs just took notes, did nothing. Why don't you even come out? But people saying that Elias and Rick Boogs should be a tag team. I'd rather not. I'd rather Rick Boogs go back with Shinsuke. Where the fuck is Shinsuke? Where is he? I know he's probably surfing in Hawaii or Japan or somewhere. Where is he? The WWE doesn't have anything creative for him? I think ever since he got hurt or Rick Boogs got hurt. I know Rick Boogs got hurt and Shinsuke kind of like went on his own. And then last time we saw Shinsuke was at the Noah show. On January the 1st, we haven't seen him for 2 months. We're getting close to 3 months now. When's he coming back? I would probably think Shinsuke comes back after WrestleMania. And hopefully with Rick Boogs and then Pat McAfee comes back to dance on Michael Cole's head. But I miss Shinsuke, man. I miss him. And this is why I hate WWE when they treat Japanese stars like shit. Kairi, anyone? Kairi? Sarai left to go back to Japan. I mean, so many, I hate to say it, Kenzo Suzuki. Even though he wasn't that great. United States champion, but did nothing with him. Jimmy Wang Yang did nothing with him. Kai and Tai. You remember Kai and Tai? Evil. Indeed. You know, tag team champions. I mean, Taka Michinoku was a great guy back in the Attitude Era, and some part of the Ruthless Aggression era with Funaki, but their career went bye too. Who else? Well, yeah, Shinsuke to an extent, getting treated like crap. Excuse me. Sarai did nothing in NXT, basically. Barely did anything. I think when they changed her to that schoolgirl gimmick, killed it. Killed her momentum. It was stupid. But, They made, I mean, look what they did to Asuka before they turned into evil Asuka. They had to go way back to look at some tapes from Kana in Japan to make her actually look good, but not, when Asuka was like barely on Raw, on SmackDown, losing all the time, like why? And then I remember Asuka was not Asuka, was Io actually wanted to go back to Japan, and I think it was Bayley. I think it was Bayley, where somebody brought Io back, or told her to come back, and then they had like formed Damage Control at SummerSlam last year. But I'm thinking that they're gonna do the same thing with Io. It's really, you barely, I mean, we see Io almost every week, which is nice and everything, but she barely has matches. I just don't want Asuka and Io to go down the same route that Shinsuke is going to go down and be barely on TV. And I think Shinsuke is going to get to the point where I'm going back to Japan. WWE is so fucking racist to Japanese people. It is sickening. Because they don't know how Japanese wrestling is. Oh, we don't like strong style wrestling. We don't like New Japan. Oh yeah, Hunter loves this shit. Oh, he brought over all these people from Japan. Sarai, Io, Kairi, Asuka. Well, actually, I think Hunter did, yeah. Well, the people now, like I said, Kairi, Io, Asuka, Shinsuke. They're all going to go back to Japan. Because Japan is always number one. Forever. That's why WWE will never outdo Japan. Never. Not even AEW can beat Japan the way they are right now. And they're the New Japan Cup's going on right now. Good shit. Good shit. I'd like to see WWE try to do something like the New Japan Cup or even the G1. Have like a 7-week. How long is the G1? Like a month. I think it's I forget how long it is. I think it's like a month. Something like it, like 6 weeks to a month. Imagine WWE doing something like that. Like the G1. They couldn't pull it off. I guarantee the WWE would never pull off something like the G1. Or the New Japan Cup. Or something like the tag league, the junior tag league, the super tag league, some stuff like that. They would never outdo Japan because nobody can beat Japan. Japan is always number one, the number one promotion in the entire globe. Don't believe me? Look at it. It's true. But anyway, move on. All right, so back to Monday Night Raw, and Elias gets squashed in 2 goddamn fucking minutes. In the match, I gave 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to Chad Gable in the back, still looking for Otis, and he has flyers. Almost gets knocked down by Lita and Becky Lynch, who go to the trainer's room to check on Trish Stratus. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Kathy Kelly once again with KO Kevin Owens. Asking, if he needs help with the whole bloodline situation. Kevin still thinks I can do it by myself. I don't need Sami Zayn. I don't need Cody Rhodes. And he tells Cody, don't get involved in my match later with Solo Sikoa. It's like, you need to focus on Roman Reigns. I'll take Solo on alone. Bad idea. But it is what it is. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we get a recap of a good friend, well, not a good friend, but John Cena ripping apart Austin Theory last week. And then we see a video from early in the day where Theory runs into the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. They laughed at him for what happened to him last week. Theory thinks they're going to be fired soon, before bragging about how big of a WrestleMania match he has. Yeah, you're going to lose. He asks, which of the prophets has a backbone? And then Montez Ford kind of is like, I'll fight you. And then Dawkins like, hold on, homie. Slow your roll. I'll fight him. So Theory laughs at both of them, and where he it's like, hey, what are you guys doing at WrestleMania? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Then he leaves. Alright, so we have an impromptu match after that. I give that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we get to Theory versus Dawkins. Montez Ford was not down at ringside for some odd reason. Kind of went back and forth. Excuse me. Dawkins is sent to the outside as we get a break. Come back, Dawkins hits a suplex, followed by the jumping back elbow. I almost say jumping jack elbow. Jumping back elbow. Theory then comes back, scores with a drop kick. Like knocked Dawkins for a loop. Then he hits A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory is your winner. 9.5 minute match. Match I didn't give 2 shits about. And I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Theory mocks John Cena, locks in the STFU, or the STF, and then Montez Ford has to come down to break it up. And then next week we have Theory versus Montez Ford. Okay, let me move on with that. That's it. All right, then we go to Kathy Kelly, who was supposed to talk to Rey Mysterio, Booyaka, the first inductee to the Hall of Fame. But then the wise man, my name is Paul Heyman, comes in, and he says, we're ready to get rid of the Kevin Owens problem tonight, and at WrestleMania, we're going to get rid of the Cody Rhodes problem. And then he kind of went off and came back in. He says Cody went too far by mocking Roman. Mocking Roman earlier. So he tells Cody next week Roman is going to be in person in Kansas City, Missouri. No, not Kansas City. Sorry, St. Louis, Missouri. Home of Randy Orton, by the way. Roman will be there, and Cody can decide if he's a problem or a challenge. And Paul says, Cody, you will acknowledge the tribal chief. And yes, you will. And that's pretty much it. I hope Roman comes out next week, beats the fuck out of him. Shows him who the real fucking champ is. The real man of WWE, the face of WWE, the GOAT. Well, not the GOAT of all goats, but you know. As we all know, the GOAT of all goats is The Undertaker. But the GOAT of all goats right now is Roman of WWE. Not all professional wrestling right now. That's debatable right now. But I think Roman would be number 1, and probably, I don't even know, number 2. Probably Okada. But I digress. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the recap of the Rey Mysterio Hall of Fame video. So, after that, Rey Mysterio comes back to Monday Night Raw. Comes out for a nice little kitty chat. He's glad to be inducted into the Hall of Fame after all these years. Yeah, you've been around for 20 years. You should have a Hall of Fame career, but you're still wrestling. But anyway, he's looking forward to being with the fans, and then he gets cut off by his son, Dominic Guerrero. He comes out. Dominic complains how his dad neglected him over the years, like with going to WrestleMania instead of taking him out for getting good grades. Back in, I think it was like 8th grade, something like that. And he says for his I think for his 16th birthday, Ray got him a BMW instead of Mercedes-Benz. Ray. And it wasn't even an M series for the BMW. But Ray probably wasn't even making enough money to get a good Mercedes-Benz back then. Not even a C-Class. Or an S. Well, now that's an S-Class. Like so many Mercedes-Benz, like S-Class. Not the ones I drive, but no, I don't drive it, but back in my e-fetting days, I had like 7 Mercedes-Benz in my mansion. And you think it's for, oh, he's like, oh, Peter, don't drive. That's what's called e-fetting. My character was a Lycan. That's why he had 7 cars. We're back. Sorry about that. But so anyway, before we got cut off. My E-Fed character was a Hollywood bad boy. He had so many women, but he only, he stayed loyal to one woman, and that was Valerie Sky. And we all know who that is. Rosemary. But I digress. Let me move on. But yeah, so, I mean, Ray, you couldn't get a freaking Rolls Royce for Dom? You bastard. Anyway, Dominic calls him a sorry excuse for a man and a father. Ouch. He says, but don't worry, Dom will let Ray have his Hall of Fame induction, but he challenges Ray to a match at WrestleMania. Ray still says no, but I still love you, son. And then he leaves, and then Dominic starts yelling at him about walking away before, saying, the only thing that you taught me was what not to be. And that's a coward. So, this setting up, it's a slow build. I like it. I think probably the SmackDown before Mania, I think Ray is finally going to have enough and beat the crap out of Dom. People saying this should happen at the Hall of Fame. No, let that be separate. Let Ray have his moment, and then just do it like right before. Do the SmackDown before the Hall of Fame. Let Ray just knock him out, and the crowd's going to explode. We have to see in 2 weeks. And that's it. All right, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right. Then we go to the locker room. Trish Stratus comes out of the trainer's room. She looks, well, besides looking fine, she looks physically fine. Lita and Becky are there, and Trish is sick and tired of damage control, and the only thing they managed to do was piss Trish off. Uh-oh. You don't want to piss Trish off. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with that probably later this week on SmackDown or next week on Raw. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right. After that, we go to commercial. We get the new WrestleMania trailer. We've seen Becky and Seth as Joker and Harley Quinn. So that's the first one. And then the second one was Montez Ford and Bianca Belair doing Titanic. And then last week we saw Maurice and The Miz doing Top Gun. This week we have the fourth trailer, and it's Rhea Ripley playing 11 from Stranger Things. I don't even know what season that was. I mean, there's been, I think, 4 seasons of Stranger Things. I don't even remember what season 11 was even on. It was probably season 1 or 2. I could be wrong. I haven't watched it in a while. But I think I stopped after the Metallica episode. That was season 4, the epic episode with Eddie. Eddie! The legend Eddie. Not Eddie from Iron Maiden, but Eddie. Metallica Eddie, we can call him. But yes, and he, well, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. He died. So, cold. Anyway, so she uses her mind powers to crush a can that has Flair on it. Turns over the table, it's like, Okay, I wouldn't have Rhea Ripley doing that. I would have had Bray Wyatt in that trailer. I think it would have been better. Rhea Ripley, I don't understand why she's doing that and using mind powers. Like, you gotta use somebody like The Undertaker or Kane or even Bray Wyatt to do that. Rhea Ripley? No. I didn't like this trailer at all. And I think next week is probably going to be, I hope, is going to be the Bloodline doing Goodfellas. But, yeah. I'm not a big fan of that one. I like Stranger Things and all, but Rhea Ripley doing 11? No. Should have been somebody else. That's it. All right, after that, we go to Seth Rollins and Baron Snorbin Corbin with Miz on commentary. Boring 2-minute fucking garbage fest this was. Seth throws Corbin into Miz on the outside, and then Miz tries to go back in. Seth knocks him down. He goes for the stomp, and he uses Miz as a springboard to hit the stomp on Corbin. 1, 2, 3. Seth beats Corbin in over 2 minutes. Quick, to the point. Good night. And that's why I give the match 2 out of 5 stars. Bing, bang, boom. Good night. And basically he told Baron Corbin, bye-bye, bitch. And that's pretty much it. All right, then we see Gable in the back, still looking for Otis. He first runs into Mustafa Ali, who's now in a hat and sunglasses. This guy cannot find a gimmick to save his soul. The guy should be gone. Another guy that's misused, gone. Get him out of here. Anyway, he hasn't seen Otis, and then Gable finds Otis posing. He's posing. He's like looks like thank God he was in like trunks, but like very small trunks. Big, fat, bloated Otis with a really messed up hair, almost slick back hair, like a mohawk almost. Posing with Mansoor doing the camera work, and Marseille and the lovely Maxine Dupree tonight. Wow. But anyway, Gable gets in on the photos, like, ooh, look at me. And then Mansoor says, "You broke my camera." Really? Otis Bulls are training for more photos. It's stupid. If this is leading to Otis and Gable breaking up, it is mind-boggling why they're doing this. I have a feeling that Otis is going to get with Maxine Dupree, like his next peak, like how he had with Mandy before she became, they had that thing, and then Mandy went to NXT and became like hot and a goddess in NXT. Ooh. I can only imagine what they're going to do with Otis and Maxine Dupree. Ugh. But anyway, this made me puke looking at Otis like that. Ugh. Ugh. So I gave that a dud, because I didn't give two shits. And then we move on. Alright, after that, we go to Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion. She takes on Chelsea Green, who comes out with Carmella. Match was okay. 8-minute match. Bianca scares Chelsea in the corner, starts backflipping her over her at the corner. Standing moonsault for a near fall on Chelsea, but Carmella causes a distraction, which lets Chelsea sweep the leg down your son. We go to break, we come back. Chelsea gets kicked off the ropes, only to walk into a side slam. Bianca kicks Carmella off the apron, but gets hit right in the face to give Chelsea a near fall. Chelsea goes for "I'm prettier," not the unprettier. I'm prettier, and you're not. Well, actually, she is, but anyway, well, she's married to Matt Cardona, so he picked a winner. But anyway, she goes for "I'm prettier." It gets blocked by Bianca. She picks Chelsea up, hits the KOD 1, 2, 3, bing, bang, boom, good night. Bianca gets the win in 8 minutes. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Chelsea and Carmella with a 2-on-1 beatdown on Bianca, and then my beautiful first wife, Kana Asuka, comes out looking fabulous. Without the face paint, looking amazing as always in that suit. Comes down, makes the save. Big roundhouse kick to Chelsea, and then Bianca hits her, and then Asuka hits her with a freaking back fist of doom, and then Bianca finishes her off with a spine buster, and then pushes her out of the ring as Asuka grabs the belt, and Bianca's like, "Give me your belt back. Give me my belt. Give me my belt back." And Asuka's like, "No. We're going to dance with the belt. Look at me, I'm dancing with the belt. I'm Asuka." And Bianca's getting pissed at this point, and Asuka's still dancing with the belt, and then she's like, "Whoop," and she starts puking out the blue Kool-Aid, and then she drops the belt, and Bianca is pissed. Mind games, Bianca. Mind games. You're not ready. You're not ready for this version of Asuka. You're not. I really hope they pull the trigger and make Asuka the champ. If not, I'm going to be pissed. I can't stand this reign that Bianca's on. Almost 1 year. It was getting over 1 year, I think, or close to 1 year. It needs to end. I can't see Bianca going 1 year plus and beating beating Asuka's on a semi-roll right now. You know, really, she's had a couple matches with very, you know, very like beat like Nikki Cross, and then she beat Chelsea Green, I think. You know, but I mean the build-up is fine, but I mean this week kind of, you know, kind of felt corny. But you know, Asuka dancing, you know, makes me happy and everything. But you know, didn't really need that. And then next week they're gonna team up against Chelsea and Carmella. I think that's gonna be where Bianca gets hit with the mist in the face. I hope, but we'll see. And that's it. Then we move on. All right, then we go to your main event of the evening. We have a street fight between Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens. Solo comes out first by himself. No Jimmy, no Jay, not even the Wise Man comes out. So Kevin comes out. He's like, "Do you want to let's fight, motherfucker? Let's go." So they fight to the outside. Owens gets the better of things. He fights up. They get in the ring, and Owens goes for the cannonball. Didn't really hit much of it. Solo loads up a chair on the floor as we go to break. Come back. Kevin throws in a bunch of chairs. Sets them off like 6 chairs, I think. And he takes too long, and the splash only hits a raised foot. Ouch. Owens gets slammed onto the chairs for a near fall. Ow. And then Solo gets stunned. Owens fights up, and they go to the outside where the cannonball crushes Sikoa against the barricade. Ouch. Then they fight into the back, and then they go into the gorilla position where the Usos come out. Well, the Usos were there, and as Owens goes through the curtain, they hit a double super kick, knocking him out, and then they drag his carcass all the way through the gorilla position, all the way to the entrance. That was nice and vicious. And they throw Kevin in, and they beat the crap out of him, and then they tell Solo to finish him off. So Solo picks up Kevin, hits a Samoan spike. 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa is still undefeated on Monday Night Raw. Well, undefeated, period. And he gets the win. The match he gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then that's where he ends Monday Night Raw, as we see Kevin Owens gasping for breath. We see puking out blood. Ugh. That Samoan spike ain't no joke. If you get hit really, really bad, you're going to have problems breathing for a while. But, yeah, to see him in puke kind of like... But anyway, so that ends the show. So the Bloodline, once again, get the better of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and, well, they get the revenge from SmackDown. So we're going to see what happens on SmackDown this week. I don't know if Roman's going to be on the show. I hope he is, but... We know he will be on Raw next week from St. Louis. SmackDown is going to be from Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Super Bowl champion. Yes, I said it. Kansas City Chiefs. And we'll see what's going to happen there. Should be a pretty damn good show. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, I gave Solo versus Kevin 2.5 out of 5 stars. But overall, Raw was kind of mid. And I gave it 6 out of 10 stars. And that's all I can say about that. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show down below in the comments section. Don't forget to smash the like button to smithereens. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other 4 main channels down there as well. And if you're real, if you're real and you want to follow me on social media, go to Facebook, type in Peter Gilman, you'll find me somewhere. You have to be real. If you're not, I'm not going to friend you at all. And Twitter and Instagram as well. And then don't forget to share the video all over the internet and tap the bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. That's pretty much it. All right, so that is it for me. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go do we're gonna do some dishes, and I'm gonna go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. Even though I gotta get ready for this goddamn no Easter tomorrow. Ugh. The wind is gonna be insane. So I don't even know if I'm gonna go out and do what I gotta do. So I might have to cancel my plans tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. But we got NXT tomorrow. Should be some interesting stuff. We're going to hopefully get a further updates with Roxanne Perez. Last thing we heard that I think she got released from the hospital. So maybe she's on the road to recovery. Don't know what's going to happen with the NXT Women's title, as we're 2 weeks away from Stand and Deliver. So we'll see what happens with that. Then we got Dynamite on Wednesday. Should be an epic show from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, with the House of Black defending the Trios Championship against the Elite and the Jericho Appreciation Society. We got Orange Cassidy against Jeff Jarrett for the All International title. And a lot of good stuff on Wednesday. Thursday, Ring of Honor TV, Episode 3. We'll see if Mark Briscoe takes on Samoa Joe for the TV title. More matches announced for Supercard of Honor as well. And then, as always, Friday night, we got SmackDown live from Kansas City. And then at 11:30, don't forget, 11:30, Rampage. And that's it. That's your week of wrestling action. And that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Don't forget to watch my first video on my Peter Gilmore channel. Link down below in the gobbledygook. That's it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Be safe here in the Northeast. If you're in an area that's going to get hit with that nor'easter, better stay home tomorrow. But if you have to go out, be safe, and that's all that matters. But anyway, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. And as always, rock on, rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, you can blow me, and I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Good night, everybody. Peace.